This is 31 repo tips and tricks. I expect that some of these will become outdated or will just be entirely incorrect to begin with. Also check comments and my pinned comment in case anything has been changed or updated. You're also welcome to post your tricks in the comments for others to see. And with that, enjoy the video. So first up, the spewer doesn't count as noise towards the Huntsman, meaning if you get a little bit lucky, you can kill the Huntsman just by using the spewer. Take this one with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure that after a minute of an enemy not seeing a player, it'll despawn and go on cooldown, meaning you have some time alone without it bothering you. One of the easiest way to kill enemies is to buy a trank gun and then start jumping on them, slamming them into the ground or just chucking them into a pit. Ragdolling is really powerful, as it basically makes you invisible to most of the enemies, meaning you can just turn a corner, ragdoll, and it's basically the same as hiding under something. The Robe enemy is slower than your walking speed, so as long as you or a teammate doesn't look at it, it isn't much of a threat, and you can see where it is by looking at it at the corner of your screen. The clown enemy will aim wherever your head is with its laser attack, so if it starts shooting while you're standing, you have to duck, and if you're crouching, you have to jump. You regen base stamina at about 2 stamina every second, meaning it takes about 20 seconds to fill the stamina bar, so make sure to use your stamina wisely. Bonus tip, this book will lose its lock when it's at about half its value. All enemies can feel if you accidentally tap them, so out of the enemies that can hear, they will hear you if you sprint behind them, but not if you walk. There's a secret area here in the shop next to the toilet and buy point. So to get up here you can use a lot of things. The shockwave mine, friends while you're in a car, a low gravity or feather orb, or many other things. Up here you can find the duct tape grenade or human grenade. You can use this staff as a weapon, and when paired with the indestructible drone, you can get a really powerful weapon capable of taking down every enemy. The drone battery lasts a decent amount of time, so even if you have to run away and leave the drone, it'll still have battery by the time you get back, meaning that the weapon should be usable for a long time. To recharge items you need crystals, which are about 9k each in the shop. After buying a crystal, it will appear in this machine, and if you place an item in the box it will get recharged. You also get a free crystal after level 1. All bought items that aren't brought back to the van at the end of the level will respawn when you next enter a level. Once you get taken by hidden, there is nothing you can do, as if you try to equip an item, it will get dropped automatically. However, if you see the hidden before it takes you, you can hit it with a sword, sledgehammer, or either of the guns, and it's really easy to kill because it only has 100 health. If you use a large health box, for example, while only needing 50 health, it'll use the whole health box and only give you 50 health. So I recommend buying a single health upgrade and then using a large health pack and distributing it if needed. You can jump over the clown kick if you jump when its foot is about halfway into kicking you. This makes the clown one of the easiest enemies as you can easily dodge all its attacks. The trudge is better off just either leaving alone or using a gun, as it will take multiple stuns to kill. The clown valuable, after honking his nose 3 times, will explode, dealing 300 damage and insta-killing everything but the trudge in its radius.
You should've done that, you should've done that, you should've done that, you should've done that, you should've done that.
After completing the final quota, all enemies will have a 0-second respawn timer and will know your location at all times. There's actually 2 ways to revive players. You can either put them in the extraction point when it goes down, or bring them to the green orb after you complete all the extraction points. And if you're in the shop, then you can also revive them the same way. And on the topic of the shop, any damage or death inside the shop doesn't count, even if every player dies, so feel free to mess around and do whatever. Items in the cart won't take damage from falling or other players / items, but can still be damaged by enemies. And items in the extraction point can be damaged by jumping on them, but won't be damaged from other items. The Huntsman will fall down the stairs, meaning if you keep luring him back up there, the stairs will eventually kill him without risking your life. And you can do this by crouching or standing, and then moving around at the top, and then stopping once he starts walking up. You can escape most enemies by just running into another room and hiding under something. Any enemies inside the extraction point will die and drop their loot orb, the duck being the easiest as it just follows your cursor. Tumbling into enemies by sprinting then pressing Q isn't worth it because you take about 5 to 10 damage and deal either 15 or 30, but you get stunned for a second right in the monster's face, usually leading to your death. So instead, you should use a cheap 500 to 600 value item as they have high durability and aren't worth much. If you scroll in and out really fast on an enemy, it will damage them and doesn't require you to ragdoll right in front of them. It's still not the best idea, but definitely better than tumbling. You can escape Reapers really easily if you find a looping spot that blocks line of sight, because they have a really bad attention span or something and will give up quickly. The frying pan is basically useless as it only deals 15 damage, costs way too much, and is hard to use without practice. The recharge drone is a must buy because it's a portable recharge crystal that you can buy for cheaper for the first use due to it only costing about 5,000. If you ever need to, you can stand on the opposite side of the cart from the animals to avoid them seeing you or damaging you as easily, though it's just way easier to get on top of a box or anything else above the ground. If you ever don't have enough people or strength to lift an item, you can just push it around on the ground to avoid it getting damaged. There isn't a whole lot of point to trying to close the doors when you run away, because basically every enemy will just open them back up anyway. And that's all I have. Like the video if you liked it, let me and others know in the comments if something's wrong, and have a good day.